What's up everybody, Geordie Skyline here, welcome back to Tomb Raider 2. We're in the Temple of Xian and we've just come out to the Tibet levels now. As you can tell, Laura's just thrown the Italian through this door over there, which means we can't go back out now. We are now back in the Great Wall of China after our successful adventures in Venice, on the water levels, the dock levels, and the Tibet levels as well, so it's been very successful. Alright, coming through this way, you want to jump and turn around and veer to the left so we can slide down this waterfall backwards, because there's going to be a secret coming up. The gold dragon is just around the corner there. Now this is going to be a very, very difficult level to get through. Obviously there's going to be no more guys until the next level, so no worries. Alright, so we just picked up the gold dragon. What we're going to do is try and grab this one med pack that was actually quite difficult to grab when we came here. If I can make this jump, I'm just going to try it out, because I will be showing you guys the reason why I've actually accessed New Game Plus. Alright, got it wrong there, but that doesn't matter. We're going to make our way down the water. We'll get up to that bridge later in the level. And now we're going to spawn the couple of goldfishies, and we're going to not use any more pistols now. We're going to use the automatic. We're going to use all the ammunition for all parts of the level. Okay, so with all the goldfishies dead, we're going to make our way back into the water, and you'll see the temple just in the distance over there. We can't go through there just yet because we have to find something that's required. Over here, some shotgun shells, and we're going to pull out the grenade launcher for now, just to test out this tiger that's going to spawn. Alright, he takes 2 shots, that's perfect. Now we're going to get the automatics out again. Alright, he takes a plunge. We're going to make our way around this pillar right here and find this jump plate. Make sure you grab in the air as well, otherwise you will have a chance of hitting the wall with Laura's face, and you'll end up coming back down and potentially take some damage, or you could die. So avoid that from happening, and then make our way to the other side. Gonna pull the lever, it's gonna open up a trap door back in the main area where we started. Find this eagle. Okay, so we make our way down, take a small amount of life away, so just get on with it and make our way back into the water. Go back to the area where I killed the 2 goldfishies and then make our way to the ladder that we're going to climb up now that the trapdoor is opened up. Coming up here, we're going to fight a small spider. So let's get the automatics ready. Two shots, still good enough even in New Game Plus. Now we're going to come down here and we have to go down this one ladder. And now we're going to make our way over to the other side. There's this stone dragon down there, you can't grab that. So we're going to have to find another way down. So let's shimmy all the way over to the left and then we can pull ourselves up. Now there is one unreachable item which is going to be very hard to get, but we will get it eventually. Alright, so let's fall on down. There is a spider that's going to spawn when you go through this direction. 2 shots is good enough again. I guess they'll still end up taking 2 shots in New Game Plus, which is quite surprising because I thought they'd normally take about 3 or 4. Either way, we're going to go through this direction now, shimmy over to the right so we can grab this stone dragon. Alright, now we grab the stone dragon. We've got 2 secrets already inside, what, 5 or 6 minutes at the start of this video, and we got the 2 secrets already. So we got 1 left, and that's the jade dragon, and it's going to be in one of the rooms, and it's also going to be halfway through this walkthrough. Alright, so let's jump and grab this ladder and climb up to the top. See some lava spit down there, because that's also instant death when it touches you. Alright, so this soundtrack is obviously part of the Great Wall levels. Well, not the first one, but from level 15 to level 17. But it's also in Furnace of the Gods as well, which is awesome. Okay, so we grab this ladder. You don't have to let Lara get a footing like that because she will move a lot quicker. Now we grab that last ladder prong and then jump backwards and then jump forwards off the slope. Come to this area. Make sure you stay on the last breakaway tiles, because there is some shotgun shells underneath this last one, so make sure you don't miss that. Jump in the right moments and then grab onto this ledge. And coming down here is some grenades. And like I said, I'm not going to be blowing stuff up for the rest of the game, so I will have to use weapons like automatics and the Uzis and potentially the M16. It all depends really, so we'll see. Okay, coming back to this area where we killed the fish, we just pulled the lever which is going to open up the double doors to the Temple of Xian, and now we can make our way through there. And you won't need to worry, I've already taken some screenshots of this quite a while ago, so... Okay, so now we made our way inside the temple. We're gonna See all these warriors? And don't approach any of them, otherwise you will take damage. You'll be close enough to pick up the M16 ammo right here. Coming up here now, we're going to climb ourselves up to the top here. Alright, now let's going to save the game here since we've done quite a bit of hard work there. Make sure you jump onto these slopes and slide forward. Make sure you veer to each side. Right, so you can go down the slopes forward and then grab this ledge and then put yourself up here as well. Jump onto this tile and then we're going to make a running jump over to the tiles that are in the distance. Okay, now for a real challenge. We're going to save the game right here because this is a very tricky part. There's a tricky item that we need to get down there. And there are going to be some spike walls down there. So we need to come off at the correct moment. So if you jump and grab in the air before you reach that last tile, we grab the Uzi ammo. And then we're going to pull this lever quickly. Jump and turn around. And just get there in time. Or maybe not. Spoke too soon. Okay, let's try this again. How much life have I got? Alright, was on full life there. Actually, it's because I did take quite a lot of damage there coming down here. Okay, so let's grab the Uzi ammo again. Let's just use a small med pack. Oh, and it killed me quickly again. Alright, let's try this again, guys. Alright, so let's try this again. And we still didn't get there. Now that's surprising, that is. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's try holding forward this time. And jump and grab in the middle of the air. Grab the item. Oh, and I just about got there in time. Now that is a very tricky part, guys, so I wish you the best of luck if you're trying to get through there and grab the item at the same time. Alright, coming through this way, a boulder comes rolling down. And now we're going to make our way up here. And there's another boulder that's come down this way. As long as you come to the side, then you won't get squashed. And then go on the second tile right here that spawns the last boulder, and now we can dodge that one and make our way up here now. Okay, now that we made our way up, we're going to light a flare, which is going to be very dark in this area. Alright, so now we're going to leave the flare right here, because there's going to be a target that's going to spawn, so we're going to use the grenade launcher. Alright, he did damage me quite a lot there, so we'll use a large med pack this time just to make sure that we have more health. And now what we're going to do is grab onto this ledge, might as well light another flare. It's dark in here. Make sure you come off the ledge at the correct moment. You will go through these places and you won't take damage, so... and we avoid any of the damage. Alright, coming through here, we just gotta avoid these rolling blades. make our way through this way. Let's get the automatics out. Alright, they all took eight shots apiece, so that's fine. We're going to run and jump onto this button right here, and we're going to save the game again. Because now we've done all the hard work. Make sure you do 3 steps on each tile, and then jump and make our way through here. Alright, save the game yet again. So this is going to be a tricky one. After this spiky bag goes to the left, we want to start running and stay on the right hand side. Then we press the 2 buttons from right to left. If you do it from left to right, and you're going to die if you do it in that order. So make sure you do it from right to left. Coming through this bridge, we're going to jump. Oh, we just missed. That wasn't nice. So let's try this again. Alright, so as soon as these spiky bags go to the left, keep running and don't stop. And now let's do the same combination again, right to left. So then that way we can get through this part easier. Alright, make sure you grab this ledge, because this is a very tricky ledge to grab, I can tell you that. And grab this dragon seal right here. Alright, now we're done here. We're going to come up here. There's some pickups we need to get. So we're not just going to go back across the bridge just yet. We're going to use the automatics. Come through here. Get the first spider spawn and kill him. And kill both of them in 2 hits. Now that lever is not recommended to be pulled, because basically what it does is it breaks the bridge away and it causes a bunch more changes as well. So don't bother pulling that lever. It's not recommended. Alright, so now what we're going to do, after we picked up 3 pickups of automatic ammo, we just picked up an extra one just outside of the area where we just came out of. We're going to jump onto this dragon's paw, and now what we're going to do, we're going to run and jump and make sure we angle Laura back onto the bridge. And we got 2 boulders just at the top over there, you may have seen at the top of the screen. What we're going to do is do a run and jump onto this ledge, and make sure you turn over to the right quickly and jump off at the right moment, and then you'll avoid them both. Now let's go grab the Jade Dragon, the last secret of this level. As we are now halfway through, we're going to grab this ledge, grab the Jade Dragon, see what med packs it comes with, because it does come with a lot. Alright, so we got 6 small and 2 large med packs. So that's actually pretty good. Alright, coming through here now, we're going to do this same thing again, but this time we are going to go all the way. Oh dear me. Wasn't meant to do that. Alright guys, I'll see you back at the spot. Alright guys, I'm back at the spot. I've just saved the game recently. So now we can get onto this tile without jumping off. We spawn this evil. And now he's dead. So now we're going to make our way onto this ledge, pull ourselves up. Alright, now we make our way into this room. Now we're going to light a flare, because this is going to be dark on the room that's on the other side. And what we're actually going to do is push this block that way. You don't need to pull it. You could just push it twice. And now what we're going to do is make our way over to this lever and pull it. And it's going to open up a trap door. Now there's a boulder that's going to roll, so make sure you jump at the right moment just so you got enough distance. And now, you may have known, there is a couple of tigers here, so we're gonna, I suppose use the shotgun. And I died. That wasn't nice. Alright, so let's just go through that part again. Might as well, right? Alright, I'll see you guys back there. Alright guys, I'm back at the spot. I've just saved the game recently. Now we're going to use the grenade launcher. In fact, I've died again, so let's try this again. So I ended up saving here, obviously, so that's the better spot to do it. Alright, let's just jump back on here. More than just going all the way down again. We'll grab this bad boy out. Just try and see whereabouts they're going. I died again. Tell you what, I hate dying in this level. I think I should do a better tactic. Let's get the automatics out. Whilst I'm down here, I might also use a grenade launcher, right? Alright, now they're both dead. So now we can throw this... Actually, no. We'll leave that for now. Because there is an extra tiger somewhere that we're going to kill. So now we made our way back over that way. We're going to pull ourselves up here. This trapdoor obviously opened up. I suppose use the grenade launcher again. Doesn't really matter. We'll be fine. Alright, now he's dead. Brilliant. Coming back through here, we're going to pull up onto this ledge right here. Nearly called it a pillar. I don't know why I'm thinking of doing a run and jump there. Probably would have failed anyway. Alright, so now we made our way back up here. We can now make our way down. We don't need to light a flare again, so we'll be fine. So let's slide on back down. And now we can throw this dragon seal into the receptacle. Alright, right here's a spinning blade. So we want to get to this alcove first. As soon as that's passed out, we want to make our way over to that direction. So I ended up getting stuck there. And now we have to be very quick here. Right here's some Uzi ammo right here. We can just pick it up quickly. We've got this seeding of spikes coming down. It's going to try and crush us. So we've got to avoid that from happening. And in order to get through this, we've got to pull 3 levers. The rest of these are decorations. Don't let them throw you off by surprise. You want to just pull 3 levers that are proper. And then we can make our way through this door. And now we don't have to worry about it. Right, let's save the game here. And now we're going to come up here. Now there's going to be a goldfishy that's going to spawn. And we're going to use the oozes on it. Also come on down really and yeah. Try and get him as close as possible. Right, I think he's in a good enough spot now. There he is. Alright, he's dead. Brilliant. Now we're going to pull this lever right here, which is going to shut the gate at the other side and also stop that current from going. But also there is some items up there that we need to grab. There is some grenades up here. 2 pickups of grenades by the looks of it. Yeah, 2 pickups of grenades, that's superb. And now what we're going to do is make our way through here. Now we need to do all of this in one breath. So what we're going to do, you want to avoid that lever for now because it's going to open up that gate and bring the current back out and send you back. We're going to grab this Uzi ammo right here and we're going to pull this lever. It's going to open up the gate behind me. And then we're going to pull this lever, which is going to open up a gate back in the normal area where we killed the fish. So let's swim back out and pull this lever. Should be able to open up that gate. And does. Alright, so now we made our way back in here. We're going to pull this. Well, we'll leave this lever right here for now. We're going to pull this one in here. It's going to open up the gate up at the top. And now let's pull this lever. Let's get the automatics out. Alright, he's dead. Brilliant. So now we're going to run and jump. Oh, apart from that. There's some shotgun shells down here. 2 pickups of that. Amazing. And we are under the area where all the spikes have come closing in. Where we picked up the Uzi ammo. And that was one of the most trickiest parts ever that I had to get through. Okay, so let's light a flare because it's pretty dark in here. And we want to pull this lever right here, which we should have pulled a bit early there. And we're going to make sure we get our distance between ourselves and the spike wall and slide down for us and get sucked down all the way. And we can now grab this gold key, which is also important because there is a gold lock just on the side, and there's some more Uzi ammo right here. Alright, so let's go back in the area where we killed the 2 goldfishies, and we're going to make our way to the gold lock so we can throw that gold key into the hole. Also save the game as well. Now there is going to be a goldfish on the other side of this wall that's also through this door, so we're going to light a flare and we're not going to kill that fish until we find a way out. I think I just got bitten there by the goldfishy, so let's carry on. Alright, we're taking some damage here, so let's use a large med pack. Alright, so I've used quite a few med packs in this one. Only about 2.5, I think. Now that we got the 2 gold fishies together, we're going to use the automatics again. Get rid of these 2 fishes. I don't know where the other one is at the moment. I think he must have got stuck. I've just seen one just down there. Let's go back down. Get it to come for us. Now it's in a good spot. Alright, just the other one that's not got much life, and now he's dead. Alright, coming through here, this is a spider cave, so you're going to have to come through this, even if you are scared of spiders. You're going to have to come through this with plenty of bravery, so, yeah. Alright, some flares right here, but there are 2 small spiders that are spawned right here, so don't try to grab them because they will come on you. Grab them flares, and now let's spawn some more. Just make sure you don't hear any more skittering, and they'll be dead, at least for now. But there will be some more. Let's grab the Uzis out. We got a big guy to deal with now. So I recommend using the Uzis on these fish. You could probably use the grenade launcher if you're playing New Game Plus, but I'm not sure if they take about 3 or 4 hits. I don't know, but we're going to use the automatics and the Uzis in this part. Alright, so now we're going to come through a scary part. There are going to be 2 spiders that are going to spawn, one behind you and one that's going to come from the ceiling, so don't get too freaked out, okay? Alright, got one dead, and there's one right here. Alright, now that we got another 2 dead, got another one that's going to spawn. Alright, let's try using the grenade launcher. That's how many shots they take. There's one. Missed. Wasted. No, it's not good enough. Alright, they take 2 hits, I think, so that's fine. Right, kind of have hesitated there when to run and jump. Let's do that this time around. Grab this ledge and then pull ourselves up. And there is another flat one right here we need to grab ourselves onto. Let's get the Uzis out again. Alright, he's dead now. Now we gotta get through this part over there. We gotta get on these pillars over there underneath this massive spider web. Absolutely huge. You can imagine there's gonna be a huge spider in there that's gonna try and kill us all. That would have been epic. Obviously it won't be if you die. Okay, so now that we made our way through here, we're going to go and jump onto these pillars right here and grab this silver key. Save the game as well. Now all the spiders are dead. Now, you are required to come through here, so you have to be brave. Even if you aren't, you have to just get through here, make sure you kill as many spiders as possible without trying to freak out. So, make sure you get through there. Okay, so now we've grabbed that silver key, we're going to make our way over to a temple that's on the right hand side. And we're going to throw this silver key into the hole. Alright, we're going to come up onto this one. Now there are going to be 2 sets of boulders that are going to make way, so make sure you be patient but quick as well. So make sure you grab somewhere at the corners and then you'll avoid them all. Let's grab the automatic ammo that's in the corner right here. Let's get the automatics ready. Got a tiger right here. Alright, got one eagle dead. Just gotta kill this other one. And he's dead. Brilliant. I'm supposed to keep the automatics out. Kill this other tiger. And now he's dead. Brilliant. So using the shotgun, it'd probably take about 4 shots maybe, or 5. So best to use the automatics if you want to maneuver around. And also do more damage. Jump and grab this ledge right here. And pull yourself up. And let's do 2 standing jumps and avoid that spinning blade. Now we're going to grab a couple of stuff. We got 3 pickups of Uzi ammo right here. And now what we're going to do, we have to make our way over to the other side of this bridge and avoid that spinning blade that's going to try and crush us. Let's get out the M16. Alright, now he's dead. Brilliant. Alright, now we make our way onto this ledge. Now, the reason why I've been able to get New Game Plus is because of this med pack, which was supposed to be a med pack. But anyway, we have to fall down here and we have to grab this ladder right here if we're able to. And we are. Now, if you're playing this on PlayStation 1, 2 or 3, then I've obviously did this before, or I haven't been able to grab this ladder, and for some reason it wasn't grabbable and I ended up falling off and going into the water. And I tried it multiple times. Obviously I was playing this on PlayStation 3 and I wasn't able to get this ladder, which is quite surprising. So the only way you could do it is you maybe glitch or something. So anyway, we just picked up some shotgun shells, and also, when you, obviously this is supposed to be a large med pack right here, but also gives you a trophy. So if you want to grab that med pack, or what it is now, the shotgun shells, if you're gonna make this earlier, you're gonna want to jump from that where the gold dragon was over there, and you want to make sure you angle Laura to the right and slide on this slope backwards so you can grab it and shimmy all the way over to the left so you can jump and turn around and get onto that bridge, and you'll be able to get this med pack a lot earlier. So yeah, that's how you're gonna get it. Okay, so now that we grab that thing, we're gonna dive down into the water and we have to go through that direction anyway. So yeah, so that's why I got New Game Plus, because I've managed to get all pickups, including that large med pack, what it was in the original New Game, and that's how you're going to get New Game Plus. So you have to grab this med pack and you do get a trophy for it. Okay, so now we're going to make our way back over, and this time we are going to grab the Uzi ammo that's also on the other side, which obviously we weren't able to access this area again, because we have to go back down to the waterfall and we have to start this area again. Okay, so now we made our way back here. We can jump and turn around onto this pillar and then pull up onto this ledge and climb up. Alright, so let's jump onto these tiles. Oh, and I got caught by surprise. Now, well. Alright, I'll see you guys back at the spot. Alright guys, I'm back. I've just had to use a small med pack just in case I get caught by surprise. Obviously I don't this time around, but anyway, we're going to slide down this slope and we're going to go down this ladder. Also let Laura get her footing really. So yeah, like I said, if you want to get New Game Plus, then you have to grab what was known to be the large med pack if you want to get New Game Plus. So always check your stats at the Temple of Xian to make sure you see how many pickups you picked up, and if you picked them all up, superb, then that will give you a chance of getting potential New Game Plus as long as you grab all the other items in the other levels. Also home sweet home, because obviously you'd always know there is actually some shotgun shells normally at the back garden. So if you'd have known about that, then you would have had a chance to pick them up. You'd have to do that before you kill the final boss in what you see at the Opera House. So if you want to make sure you get all items, you have to remember where the shotgun shells are in the back garden. So then that way, when you've got all items confirmed in every level, you can then get New Game Plus available, and that'll be accessed for the rest of the future. Okay, so now we made our way back up here after grabbing the Uzi ammo. We're going to run and jump onto these jump plates and make sure we go forward. We don't need to hold the action button, but on the last one you need to, so you can grab the ledge. And now we're going to get the Uzis out. Alright, he's dead. Awesome. Now what we're going to do is make our way up this ramp. And now we're coming into this area. Now, there's a green keyhole right here. The main chamber key is where it goes. As you can see, there's a lot of good stuff around here. Such a magnificent room. I really like it. Come through this area, we have to go to the middle to the left side to avoid the spike wall, so you have to make to this in time. Okay, now that we made our way back up, we're going to save the game right now. Come up to these ledges and light a flare as well, because it's going to be very dark in here. And make sure you grab this ladder, because if you fail to grab the ladder, you're going to go on the slope and there is spikes down below, so you will die, so avoid that. Come up here, we're going to go to the other side and find this lever right here, which is going to open up one of the two doors, and it's this one right here. Now what you can actually do, you can actually jump and grab that pillar over there where the main chamber key is though. If you jump and you veer slightly to the left, you will be able to grab that ledge. So let's try it. Alright, so you veer to the left slightly and you'll be able to grab this ledge. And we can grab the main chamber key. So I'm just taking a screenshot there. And now what we need to do is make sure we fall down safely. And that's the hard part. If you don't feel safe in landing on the ledge without jumping, then you can always press the jump button as soon as you're about to land on the last slope of the dragon, and you can jump and make sure you grab in the air so you can land on that ledge, and that's how you're going to make it. Okay, so let's go in between the door and this part of the dragon, and don't worry, it's not too hard. Sometimes it can be, but not all the time. And let's throw this main chamber key into the hole. And what it does is it opens up a couple of trap doors. One's a lot more further up to the end of this level, and it also raises trapdoor just over in the distance over there. Just make sure we get to the edge of this tile and run and jump, and then run and jump and grab this ladder. And there is another trapdoor that's just opened up, just at the top somewhere. Now as soon as we get to this ladder prong right here, we can move to the right and see Laurie's shadow appear, and you can land on this ledge safely. If you have a hard time getting on this ledge, there's a lever just around the corner where you could sort of see it, and you can get on this tile, and it extinguishes two flames, and they are both timed, so you'd have to make sure you get to this one in time. So anyway, we're done rambling on around here. We're going to make our way up to the top. And now we're going to make our way to another gate. This is supposed to be around this corner right here. And there it is. This is the pillar that we need to go to, where the dragon's wrapped around. Now I'm just going to check to see if there's actually a platform where you can land in case you fail it. I don't quite see one, but anyway, we're going to run and jump onto this slope, slide forwards and jump at the same time, and you'll be on this part right here. Let's save the game again. And now we're almost done with this level. We've just got a bunch more climbing to do, and we have to jump from one ladder to another as well. Right, so make sure you two ladder prongs below the blade. Keep hold of the jump button and jump forward, and you can grab this ladder and get to the height of that lamp, jump and turn around, and then grab this ladder right here, and we can climb all the way to the top. Now we're going to climb all the way to the top. If you fall off, then you're going to die. But also to remind you, if you play this on PlayStation 2, you will need to make sure that you have a PS1 memory card if you want to save your progress on these sort of levels. Otherwise, if you die playing on your PlayStation 2, then you will have to start literally the whole level over again. Okay, so now we made it here. We can dive into the next part. We're gonna get a cutscene now. Alright guys, took me 43 minutes, although the video might have been a little bit longer than that, might have been nearly 50 minutes, but anyway, got all 40 pickups, got 37 kills, used 3 large med packs, obviously due to the fact that the spike wall part with the Uzi ammo was the trickiest part ever. So yeah, this is Temple of Xian of New Game Plus. We've got 2 more levels of the Great Wall of China levels to go. So I'll see you guys in one of my favourite levels of the Great Wall of China, the Floating Islands. See you guys there.